Place your hand over your heart and whisper gently, "My word is my wand." If the air around you shifts for just a moment, it's not your imagination. That is the first door opening. Florence Scovel Shinn once reminded us that life is a spiritual game, and your word is your wand. Your words touch the invisible and summon it into light. From this moment forward, we do not plead or beg. We co-create under grace and in perfect ways, so that good arrives like rain in season, without force, without harm, without bending the blessings meant for another. Do you hear a soft clicking like a treasure chest unlocking? That's the sound of old beliefs loosening the unconscious words that once tied up the flow of money, opportunity, and peace. We've said without thinking, "I can't," "I'm afraid," "I lack." These phrases fall like misguided seeds into dry soil, and we wonder why the harvest is bare. Today we change the seed. We plant new words of light. We speak with the tone of an heir, not a beggar, at the feet of a cold universe. The universe is not indifferent. It simply echoes the tone of our speech. When our words soften, our hearts open, and so does the path ahead. I invite you into a quiet hallway lit by 2 rows of candles, each one lit by fresh awareness. To the left is the past, the stories you've told yourself so many times they seem like truth. To the right is the future, a world waiting to respond to your voice. And in the center is the now, the only stage where miracles can appear. It is here that we begin to speak words aligned with our deepest truth, I am ready to receive. I am guided at the right time in the right place. Money opportunities and clarity flow to me under grace and in perfect ways. These are not pretty phrases. They are new orders issued to the mind, and the mind will diligently turn words into reality. Let me place another key in your hand, faith. Not the kind that holds its breath waiting for something to fall from the sky, nor blind denial of real-life bills. Faith is the calm knowing, the warmth that flows from the phrase, "It is already given." And when faith stands beside the word, these two become architects of the bridge between the unseen and the seen. You don't push the river. You simply place your boat in its current. Say, "I am generous," and you'll act like someone who is. Say, "I am worthy," and you'll choose jobs, relationships, and chances that reflect that worth. The first impact of your word is within you, the second is through you, and the third comes to you. But for words to stand firm, vision must be carved deep. Vision. A sacred blueprint is where you step into the already finished home using imaginative senses. Try it tonight, close your eyes and see your wallet open. With ease, papers, neatly organized notes, tracking the peaceful rhythm of money flowing in and out. Hear the rustle of bills, smell the polished wood of your desk, see the late sunlight sliding across its edge. That feeling of calm is the signal. When your heart says yes, the unseen knows where to go. And to make your vision the track it travels on, you write it down, speak it aloud, give thanks in advance under grace, and in perfect ways, ensuring you neither take what is not yours, nor force what is not yet due. You may ask, what if I speak it, but don't see it yet? Remember, seeds need darkness before they break through the soil. You don't dig them up to check you water, clear the weeds, and trust the season's rhythm. In that rhythm, no is no longer a wall, but a sign to turn. We don't fight closed doors. We bless them and turn toward the sound of the latch unlocking. Non-resistance is not passivity. It's the half step back that reveals the open door beside you. And when that door opens, you walk through it with the grace of a treasure keeper, gentle, grateful, wise in stewardship. If at this moment you feel the tiniest spark flickering in your chest, please protect it with one simple practice, a complaint-free day, just one. Each time an old phrase rises, replace it with a new one that matches your vision. I don't have enough becomes I am provided for in perfect timing and perfect ways. I'm afraid of failing becomes, I am clearly guided. No one helps me becomes, help arrives through unexpected channels under grace and in perfect ways. You'll feel the climate around you shift like a window thrown open, like a breeze carrying the scent of first rain. From there, action flows naturally. Right action isn't rushed, it's the step that feels timed from within. A phone call, an email, a paper reshuffled, a heartfelt apology, a sincere offer. Each small gesture done under grace becomes the physical anchor for what you have spoken, believed and envisioned. You don't need to promise numbers to prove your worth. You simply move in rhythm with goodness. That's why we avoid hasty commitments based on numbers. Instead, we choose the deeper launchpad under grace and in perfect ways. True miracles aren't noisy. They are order returning to its rightful place. And if you're wondering, where do I begin? After this video, begin with the mirror. Look into your eyes, smile, and say, I co-create my life with my words. I choose to speak what is true, good and beautiful. I allow provision to come to me and through me under grace and in perfect ways. Write 3 affirmations for the morning, 3 for the evening. Write your one-page vision, so detailed you can hear the creak of the floorboards and smell the fresh tea on your desk. Then take one small action today, clean your wallet, organize a bill, send a thank you note, schedule the meeting you've been putting off. Let your word do its work within you. Let faith steady your steps. Let vision lead the way, and let your actions be light yet precise, all in a rhythm as gentle as breath. In the next part, we'll explore the 5 pillars of flowing abundance in the spirit of Florence Scovel Shinn, purifying speech for 24 hours, training faith from small things to great, crafting vision into vivid blueprints, stepping into divinely guided action, and maintaining the flow gratitude as the key that keeps the treasure room open. If you're ready to continue, bring along your invisible wand, your word, and the ancient ever-new invocation under grace and in perfect ways. The door is still open. You are welcome to walk through. Imagine yourself standing before a door of polished steel, no lock, just patiently waiting for a benevolent command. You inhale deeply, place a hand over your heart and softly whisper, "My word is my wand." Your word is your wand. The moment that tone touches the air, something inside shifts. The subtle gears of your mind begin to align. Here we open the first insight, the law of the spoken word, with warmth that soothes fear and clarity to guide you all the way. In the spirit of Florence Scovel Shinn, we speak under grace and in perfect ways, so that all arrives gently on time, through the right channels, without disrupting anyone's karmic unfolding. You and I will use a simple yet profound roadmap: conscious mind, subconscious mind, behavior, results. At the conscious level, speech is a directed sound, like an arrow of light choosing a target, naming a destination. The power of the spoken word teaches us that each phrase we speak is a spiritual decree. But the decree doesn't stop at the surface. It dives into the subconscious waters, where habits, emotional memories, and inner images reside. The subconscious doesn't reason, it obeys tone. When your words carry a sense of trust, the subconscious obeys. It adjusts behavior. Your posture straightens you. Finally make that call. You've been delaying, you draft that email in generosity rather than hesitation. You step half a pace toward opportunity. And behavior, as Florence notes in The Game of Life and How to Play It, is where the game piece outside your mind begins to move. Creating results, doors slightly ajar, a surprise meeting, an invitation to collaborate, or simply peace, enabling a wise decision. This process is like a gentle electric circuit. Speech is the switch, subconscious, the wiring, behavior, the device, and results, the light turning on. Thus, the power of your words isn't about sounding pretty or polished. It's about the vibrational field you transmit into deeper layers. You can speak one of 2 ways today. First, mechanical affirmations. Your lips move, but your heart stays silent. It's like knocking while looking away. The second kind is words soaked in belief. You speak slowly, your breath harmonized in imagery. Vivid emotions, steady, like fitting a key perfectly into a lock. Mechanical affirmations come with tight shoulders, held breath, hurried mind. You say I am wealthy, but your chest constricts and your brow furrows. The subconscious hears the frown more than the word wealthy. Words filled with trust are different before speaking. You allow yourself to feel even a fraction of the longed-for state, an energy of enoughness. You add Shinn's anchor phrase under grace and imperfect ways, and you release your body into reception. In that moment, the subconscious receives a clear command, safe, aligned, ready. Then it orchestrates behavior, your tone warmer in negotiation. That email you needed to write surfaces in your awareness. You spruce up your profile elegantly, simple life moves, but they are the pathways of miracles. To help you shift gears in the next 24 hours, here's a small challenge, a 24-hour word detox. Post somewhere visible, a note with 10 pairs of phrase swaps. Whenever an old sentence pops up, gently replace it. No debate, just shift. Dear beloved, if you sometimes catch yourself thinking, I don't have money, I'm afraid to fail, or I'm not worthy. No, you are not alone. We've all been programmed by limiting words repeated so often, they feel like truth. But truth does not lie in circumstances. It lies in the words you choose to keep. Florence said, "Your word is your wand." Today, I invite you to practice a small ritual. Replace, transform, raise frequency. Begin with the phrases that habitually slip out, not to judge them, but to map your inner terrain. Then one by one, gently swap each phrase as if replacing a dry petal with a fresh bloom. If you tend to say, I don't have money, try, I am supplied in perfect timing and ways for all my rightful needs, under grace and in perfect ways. If you habitually think I'm afraid to fail, say instead, I am clearly guided in every step, and I learn swiftly in peace. If you often grumble, everything is always hard, choose. I choose ease, the right doors open gently for me. If you whisper, I'm not worthy, replace it with, I am co-heir to goodness, I receive with gratitude. Instead of lamenting, no one helps me, open to, help arrives unexpectedly under grace and in perfect ways. When you feel I can't afford it, shift to, I prioritize clarity and am supplied to choose what's right. When you complain the market is awful, remember, I walk in grace, I see opportunity where others do not. If you believed I'm always unlucky, now affirm, I am aligned with good fortune. I meet the right people at the right time. If you ever think I dislike money, revise too. I respect and manage money wisely. It is a benevolent servant. When weariness speaks, I'm tired of lack, proclaim. I choose the awareness of abundance. I open both receiving and giving streams. Each new phrase is a key, and you reading this hold the key ring. Just replacing one phrase a day is rewriting your life story with your spoken words. And I'm here to remind you, every word you speak is a seed. Speak with belief, with gentleness, and as though it is already forming, for truly it already is. Let me share with you the subtle symphony that underlies miracles' faith. It is neither loud nor boastful. It doesn't chase numbers, but settles gently as a knowing whisper in your chest, like opening your window at dawn to see the sky already turning blue, though you've done nothing. In Florence Scovel Shinn's wisdom faith is not denial of reality, but alignment with it, so that good arrives under grace and in perfect ways. When faith stands beside the word, the two become a duet that turns invisible into visible light, yet sure, soft, but profound. Recall our map. Conscious, subconscious, behavior. Results. Faith lies between these layers like a lubricating oil, allowing the gears to turn in rhythm. When you speak an affirmation, your conscious mind sends a signal. If that signal carries safety, the subconscious receives it as a gentle command, then adjusts behavior, your shoulders drop, Your chin relaxes, your voice softens, yet remains steady. You reply yes to an invitation. You arrange a meeting, you tidy your workspace. And these micro actions, repeated, yield results. Returned calls, emerging opportunities, financial flow, acquiring rhythm. Faith does not strike us like lightning. It seeps into our habits like sunlight through curtains not showy, but enough to warm the room. To keep that flame of faith glowing every day, I propose a simple yet potent practice. Prime the faith in 3 steps, 3 minutes. You can do it anywhere by the window in the car before work begins. Step 1. Breathe 60 seconds. Sit gently upright, hand on your chest. Inhale for 4 beats. Hold for 2, exhale for 6. On each exhale, whisper, "I am safe." Repeat 5 rounds. When your body feels safe, the subconscious opens to listen. Step 2. Gratitude. 60 seconds. Name 3 things you're grateful for right now. Sunlight on the floor, a warm cup of tea, a kind message. Speak them aloud. Thank you for Ramitad. Gratitude is living proof to your subconscious that all is well. Step 3. Declare 60 seconds. Speak these 3 affirmations, slowly exhaling fully at each ending. I am aligned with abundance under grace and in perfect ways. I am clearly guided in every step. I both receive and give in peace. Don't recite them mechanically. Speak as though gently closing a door, letting peace settle in the room. Just 3 minutes. But with consistency, the atmosphere of your day shifts. As the wind changes, your boat naturally follows the current. Can faith be measured? Yes, on a 1 to 10 scale for self-adjustment, not judgment. 1 to 3. Inner restlessness. Affirmations feel fake. 4, 6. Sometimes believing, sometimes doubting. Body relaxes occasionally. 7 to 8. Voice feels warm. Micro actions emerge. Signs of synchronicity appear. 9, 10. The sense of already done is gentle. Actions follow naturally. Gratitude flows even before the outcome. If you're at 4 or 5, how to gain 2 points in 5 minutes. Here's a concise practice, blending embodiment, memory, and body. Minute 1 to 2. Embody. Sit tall and imagine your faith self, one who already lives in gentle abundance. Be that person for 60 seconds, emulate their posture, speech pace gaze. Then speak. I walk in grace. I choose the right timing in the right ways. Let your voice be low and grounded. Minute 3. Evidence. Name 3 moments you were supplied just in time, maybe a small gift, an opportunity, a friend appearing when needed. Speak them as evidence. 1. Evidence 2. Evidence 3. The subconscious loves proof. It begins to trust the pattern. Minute 4, 5. Feel. Place your hand over your heart. Visualize a warm glow like a coin expanding into a palm. With each exhalation, whisper, I release, I receive. When your body opens, faith unlocks. Finish by doing a micro action, tidy your wallet, send a thank you note or jot a line in email. Action seals the faith mandate. But what about delays? Some seasons are silent seeds under soil roots, spreading in darkness. This is the persistent gardener's ritual. Preserve the vision, avoid digging it up. When impatience rises, do 4 things. Return to breath 30 sec. Remind your body it's safe. Touch the image 30 sec. Hold that already done scene like a painting without analyzing. Speak a key phrase 15 sec. This or something better, under grace and in perfect ways. Take a micro action 1-3, min. Adjust a budget. Send a profile link, clear your desk. Avoid digging up the seed-changing affirmations daily, rehashing doubts, mid-flow timing outcomes. Let the season ripen. Florence called it the divine right timing. When the door opens, it does so gently and rightly. 3 signs your faith is in tune. You are gentle with yourself, less self-blame, more self-respect. You see the next right thing small yet unmistakable. You feel gratitude ahead of the outcome, not forced, but like receiving confirmation already. Try this real-life script. Morning, you're at 5. Your mind feels wobbly. You do the 3-minute prime, then a 5-minute 2-point booster. By the end, you're at 7. You send a 15-min meeting request, refine a service description schedule, 20 minutes for financial cleanup. In the afternoon, a message arrives. This week, I'm free at... It may not be monumental, but it's the sign of the path unfolding. Record in your Vault Journal word, action, synchrony. 3 simple lines weaving the invisible into the tangible. If you catch yourself going mechanical with affirmations, shift the approach, fewer words, deeper absorption. One phrase can suffice if you let it land in your body. Say it slowly. I am supplied just in perfect timing, and ways under grace and in perfect ways. Then stay still for 20 seconds, letting space open in your chest. Next, take a corresponding action. Jot a new idea. Let go of an outdated commitment. Making space invites the new. How to know you're not pushing simple after affirming? Do you feel ease or tension? Ease means you're in tune. Tension means your body is saying, slow down. In that case, return to breath, add under grace and in perfect ways, and reduce the aim to a micro step. Instead of I sign a big contract, opt for I have a meaningful conversation today. Faith loves small steps, ones our body can nod to. Why emphasize community? Because faith grows in climate. A candle lights many without dimming itself. I invite you to connect in the comments below. Share your current faith, level 1 to 10, and your 5-minute +2 plan. For today, how will you embody? What are your 3 proofs? What bodily feeling do you aim to anchor? Share a micro action you'll take in the next 10 minutes. If you receive a synchronistic sign, a call, email, surprise meeting, return and update us. This isn't braggadocio, it's evidence of law in motion, so others have a path to follow. Before closing this section, I gift you one mellow affirmation to use when needed. I trust the gentle order of life. My word plants the seed, my subconscious nurtures it. My behavior reflects it, and outcome arrives in peace under grace and in perfect ways. Speak it slowly, breathe out at the end, then stand up and do one tiny thing. Just one, aligned with the rhythm of that sentence. As you repeat this rhythm, faith becomes your state, no longer a struggle. In the next section, we will dive into Vision, the sacred blueprint that frames the invisible. I'll guide you to create a refined Vault vision board, how to embody a 90-second living image that carries feeling, not just picture cuttings, and how to anchor the vision into your daily planner so each morning becomes a gentle opening ceremony. Bring a blank sheet, a pen, and a heart ready. For now, one whisper more. I align with the good, under grace, and in perfect ways. Rest assured, faith knows the rest of the journey. Imagine you are standing in a still, quiet room. In front of you, a large wall stretches like a mirror, reflecting the best version of yourself. In our previous chapter, we awakened faith, that steady, warm flame. Now I invite you to place a sacred mold around that flame, allowing it to take shape. This mold is your vision. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that vision is not a wandering dream. It is a holy blueprint, a spiritual design that matter joyfully obeys under grace and in perfect ways. When you see the what with genuine clarity and feeling, the how will reveal itself effortlessly. Vision is not illusion. Illusion is a cold image. Vision is one that pulses with life. It is warm. It has a scent, a sound, a texture, a sacred phrase, and a moral purpose. It doesn't merely say, I want wealth. It says, I desire clean, growing abundance, so that I may serve, nurture, and steward with wisdom under grace and in perfect ways. When your vision is guided by purpose, your subconscious knows what to summon. When it's charged with sensation, your body aligns. When your body aligns, your actions fall into place. And when actions align, outcomes begin to quietly shift in color and form. The Vault Journal, where vision finds its anchor. Dear soul, amidst your lists and plans, I invite you to reserve one sacred page in your notebook, your Vault Journal. A spiritual vault where you do not simply write in words, but in images, aromas, sound sensations, and inner knowing. Open a fresh page. Begin slowly. Let your hand write as if weaving the cloth of your spirit. Every word becomes a doorway into the reality you are shaping, not someday, but now, through vibration. What do you see? Envision your ideal workspace. Where does sunlight stream in? Is your desk raw wood or white stone? A warm teacup rests beside organized invoices. A calm-colored cash flow sheet glows on the screen. A message pops up, confirming a completed contract. A calendar reminder whispers, you're on the right track. What do you smell? Waxed wood in the air. Black tea and freshly printed paper. Choose a signature scent, your scent of vision. Each time you smell it, your body recalls. This is where I belong. This is the climate of abundance. What do you hear? The flip of a page. The soft tap of keys. The light ting of a positive reply. Perhaps gentle instrumental music flows in the background, your sacred soundtrack. Each time it plays, you enter your inner sanctuary. What does your body feel? Your chest is warm and open. Your shoulders relax. Your chin rises gently in silent affirmation. I'm ready. Your hand holds the pen firmly but gently. Let the words come warm, steady, light, sure. What is your sacred phrase? Write it down and sign it with the trust of your own heart. I receive and circulate abundance under grace and in perfect ways. Your financial vision, rooted in purpose. A true financial goal is not merely a number. It is the harmony of wealth, heart, and values. You might declare, increase net income doing work I love. Build a safety fund for 6 months of living. Devote 10-15% to learning, service, and community. For each goal, complete these 3 lines. Purpose, I do this to care for my family, to elevate how I serve, and to gain time freedom. Ethics, I accept only lawful, transparent, and harm-free income. Service, whom do I help? What burden do I lift? What gift do they receive through me? Planting warm metrics. Beyond money, what warmth will you measure? Number of deep conversations each week. Number of positive responses. Frequency of offering value. How often you feel in rhythm with your work. This Vault Journal is not for inspiration alone. It is your inner charger, your vibrational compass, your way of whispering to the universe, I am ready. And each time you return to it, you broadcast a signal to what is already on its way to you. And I believe it will arrive under grace and in perfect ways. Evening lock frame ritual, 3-5 men's. Many imagine abundance by day, but fall back into lack by night. A split vision. Your subconscious listens closely before sleep. So I offer you a nightly ritual, a gentle lock frame. Clear the noise 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Disconnect from heavy news or social comparison. Breathe and calm, 1 min. Inhale, 4, hold 2, exhale, 6, hand on chest. Whisper, I am safe. Read one vivid scene from your Vault Journal, 1 min. Play your vision music 30 seconds. Repeat your sacred phrase. I allow this image into my sleep under grace and in perfect ways. 30 seconds. Write 1 line of gratitude. 30 seconds, a small sign that the flow is alive. Even a kind email counts. Let lock frame be like drawing your curtain closed. Let your mind rest with a single image, the one you chose. 7-day sensory practice. Each day this week you train a different sense, gentle and deep. Day 1, clear the frame. Remove 10 items that don't fit your abundant identity. Write your Vault Journal intro image, scent, sound, sensation, phrase. Choose your sacred music as your vision chime. Day 2, vision. Create a minimalist vision board, 1 to 3 aligned images. Take a 90-second walk through your completed vision. Describe 5 details. Day 3, scent. Choose a nose key tea oil. Use it when entering your sacred work time. Affirm this scent places me in the state of warm, upright, light, steady. Day 4, sound. Select a gentle wordless track. Work with it for 10 focused minutes. Note the shift within you. Day 5, sensation. Do 5 minutes of body care, stretch, drop shoulders, realign posture. Write 4 keywords as reminders of embodied abundance. Place them by your screen. Day 6, affirm aloud. Speak 3 affirmations including under grace, with breath. Then take mirrored action email call, prep your offer, realign your pricing. Day 7, financial alignment. Review your 3 money goals: why, ethics, service. Add both warm and hard metrics. Frame your week with gratitude and a blessing for the days ahead. A week won't make you instantly wealthy, but it will shift your internal climate. And that climate makes financial decisions clearer, kinder, and more possible. Aligning vision with real movement. Here's a customizable example: growing net income through your current profession. Why for safety and generosity, to care for loved ones, invest in learning, and circulate back to community. Ethics: accept only lawful transparent work. Respect clients and yourself. Service: what pain do you relieve? E.g., save time, boost results, elevate experience. Hard metrics project: count, month client, retention rate, profit margin. Warm metrics alignment: score 1 to 10, flow state hours, positive feedback. Maintenance ritual: 3 min prime, nightly lock frame 2, deep focus work sessions daily. Micro step: update your bio offer, 15 min calls to 3 past clients, optimize 1 system. Vision doesn't force money. It magnetizes the right frequency. When rooted in service, flow arrives easier because it follows the true path. When the mind wavers, anchor the body. You don't need to argue with fear. Just anchor yourself through the body scent, sound posture, sacred phrase. These 4 anchors are enough to return you to your vision. Each time you sway, return to one sense and whisper, "This or something better, under grace and in perfect ways." Then take 1 orderly step: file, a document book, a call, close a bill. Each act is a brick laid gently toward the hallway you'll walk. You're invited to share. 1 image, scent, sound, sensation from your vault journal. 1 money goal with your why, ethics, service. 1 micro action you'll take within 10 minutes. When you write it down, someone else sees their way forward. When you act, you frame your own vision and light the torch for another. In the next chapter, we will explore right-timed action. How to hear intuitive signals, never violate a hunch, use the 3R model. Receive, run, review, and tap into 25 micro steps that jumpstart flow without draining your energy. Vision is the blueprint. Action is the gentle strike. We'll learn how to strike light but true under grace and in perfect ways. But for now, breathe gently and close with this. I live inside the picture, already complete. I take each step gently. Good flows to me and through me, under grace and in perfect ways. Do you still remember the warmth of the vision we carved together? Today we gently set the first brick in place with inspired action. Florence Scovel Shinn once whispered, "Never violate a hunch." True action is never rash. It is a step taken in rhythm under grace and in perfect ways. If vision is the blueprint, action is the soft, well-placed hammerstroke that turns invisible lines into a hallway you can walk through. And so to help you walk without weariness, I offer you a simple yet powerful guide, the 3 R's. 3R, receive, run, review. Receive, tune into the signal. Before we move, we listen. Not by forcing big ideas, but by cracking open a small window so signals can gently enter. A flash of insight, a name that surfaces, an email you've been avoiding, a piece of paper begging to be filed, or simply the quiet sense that it's time. When a signal comes, don't put it on trial, just receive. Open your vault journal and write, what signal did I receive? What goal or value does it touch? What did I feel in my body, warm, light, steady, or tight, cold? urgent. Always seal it with a sacred safeguard. This or something better under grace and in perfect ways. If the signal makes your body feel warm, upright, light, steady, it's often a good sign. If it makes you feel rushed cold or tight, it might be fear in disguise. Run. A 10-20-minute micro step. Once the signal is received, take a small intentional action. Not 3 hours, just 10 to 20 minutes, is enough to stir the flow. The key is mirroring the signal with a micro step. A message nudge, send a 5-line text. An old file, open it, rename it, revise the intro. A call, schedule a 15-minute slot. Set a timer. When the bell rings, stop. Exhale, smile. In the game of life, you don't have to move every piece in one day. One step in the right direction changes the whole board. Review signs of synchronicity. At the end of the day, reflect, did someone reply, a meeting confirmed a compliment, or simply an unexplained piece? These are signs of alignment. Write in your Vault journal, what did I do run? What signs did I notice? What small adjustment will I make tomorrow? Tune. Your subconscious learns in these moments, this is how we move now. This is our new climate. 5 intuitive channels. To keep the 3R flowing, learn the 5 channels through which signals often arrive. Flash thought. A name, number, or phrase flashes through your mind. Clear light and uncontested. Write it down. Act for 10 minutes. Body compass. Your body responds. Shoulders drop. Chest warms, hand reaches. Or your stomach tightens. Step back, then forward with clarity. Synchronicity. A phrase repeats 3 times. A friend mentions exactly what you were thinking. Reach out, update, or schedule something aligned. Dreams. Recurring images, doors, bridges, rivers, locks. Upon waking, write 3 key details. Reflect them in a small action. Words from others. A simple sentence rings like a bell in your heart. Thank them. Ask more. Offer a small collaboration. All these pass through the filter of ethics, legal, respectful, harmless, transparent, and always under grace and in perfect ways. If it doesn't pass that test, smile and release it. Checklist, 24 hours of cost-free action. Choose 3 to 5 of these to complete in the first 20 minutes of your day. Call an old client just to thank them. Send a 5-line reconnection email. Clean out your wallet, remove clutter, align cards, place a respectful coin. Update 3 core values on LinkedIn or your portfolio. Share a value-driven post, a tip before, after, or lesson. Invite a potential partner to a 15-min Zoom, clearly state mutual value. Make 3 clear, timely offers to 3 people in your contacts. Tidy your desk, create space for what's new. Polish your 150-word intro email. Clarify your job title across social profiles. Collect 3 old compliments as subconscious evidence. Ask your audience, what's your current struggle with? Quiz. Create a Notion, a Google Doc titled Offers. Dedicate 20 mins to value creation before answering messages. Star 3 key emails. Respond to 1. Write a 150-200-word success case study. Sell or donate 1 unused item. Let flow begin. List 10 people you want to serve. Note 1 touch point per name. Make a long postponed call. Follow up. Request reconnection. Write 3 affirmations for your workspace. I offer clearly. I ask kindly. I receive peacefully under grace. Release 1 outdated commitment. Practice your 30-second intro in the mirror. Give a sincere compliment. Set up a simple scheduling form. Write 3 discovery questions for client calls. Each is a brick. Together they create a hallway, bright enough that opportunity walks in uninvited but welcome. Common mental traps and how to disarm them. Fake busy. You're tidying pixels to avoid the main thing. Set a 20-minute timer for what truly matters. Perfectionism. You're waiting for flawless. Send the 80% version and let learning do the rest. Comparison. You're watching their race, not your path. Whisper, I walk my path under grace, and imperfect ways. Fear of rejection. See no as redirection. The sooner the detour, the sooner you arrive. Soft integrity check for every signal. Ask these 5 before you move. Is it legal, kind, clear, and non-harming? Does your body feel warm, upright, light, steady? Does it match your vault journal vision? Did you affirm under grace before moving? Is there a micro step 10-20 minds you can do now? 5-5 run. 3-4-5, shrink the step. 1-2-5, pause. Breathe. Wait for another signal. Now let's spark the fire together. One ember alone is warm, but together we are fire. I invite you to comment. One signal you received today, which channel? One micro action you'll take in the next 20 minutes. One synchronicity you commit to watch for in the next 24 hours. When you write it down, you gently seal your promise and spark courage in someone still waiting for theirs. And before we close, I offer you this invocation for action. Read it slowly and let it settle into your bones. I receive in stillness, I act with clarity, I review with gratitude. I open to the flow under grace and in perfect ways. Then rise, choose one checklist item, set your timer for 20 minutes, and let your hands do the rest. In the next chapter, we'll explore flow and circulation, how to keep the treasure flowing through gratitude, energy, hygiene, and the 4M of sacred stewardship mindset. Money map, metrics, multiplication. For now, just begin. The door is waiting for your gentle knock. To let the flow of money, inspiration, and abundance move gently through your life. Florence Scovel Shinn emphasizes one essential truth. Circulation is the soul of prosperity. In the energetic realm where everything vibrates, stagnation signals fear, but circulation is the evidence of trust. Thus, we don't just earn money, we circulate value. In this chapter, we'll build the foundation for that flow through a simple ritual, clear stewardship rules, and graceful responses when large waves arise. 1. The 2-minute gratitude ritual, morning and night. Every morning and evening, Shinn encourages us to spend 2 minutes in thankfulness, not with ceremony, but with presence. Sit down, place your hand on your heart, and softly say, I give thanks that I am guided, protected, and nurtured under grace and in perfect ways. Each morning, name 3 things you're grateful for, perhaps an opportunity, someone, an experience. Each evening, add one unexpected blessing, a stranger's smile, a responsive email. Gratitude keeps the current moving. It tells the universe I am ready to receive more. 2. Circulate 10% money, ideas, action. The idea of tithing 10% goes far beyond finances. Shinn suggests you can circulate 10% of your money ideas, time or actions each week to fuel the flow. Money. Give 10% of your earnings as your heart guides to someone or something that inspires you, maybe a mentor, a supportive organization, or a value-filled cause. Ideas share 10% of your thinking. Write a post offer advice. Share a helpful tip or insight. Action use. 10% of your time to connect people, support a community project, or mentor someone younger. Circulation speaks, I do not fear lack, for I live within an infinite system under grace and in perfect ways. 3. The 4M Stewardship Framework. Instead of merely managing money, Shinn inspires us to steward sacred flow. Start with these 4 M's. Mindset replace. I'm not enough with I am learning to receive more. Money map. Know your 5 currency channels. Salary. Freelance investments. Gifts. Surprises. Metrics track weekly. The value you deliver, new connections formed, and daily gratitude levels. Multiplication. For each influx, ask yourself, can I double the value? Can someone else benefit from this too? 4. Advanced flow scenarios. When the current hits a block, lost contract or missed chance. Don't label it bad luck. Instead, affirm this or something better, under grace and in perfect ways. The universe doesn't take away, it repositions. Delayed income or unpaid debts. Instead of worry, do 3 things. Write down the amount and your expected date. Pray quietly. I trust this payment arrives in divine timing. Circulate 10% of your value to someone else, opening the flow. 5. Healthy boundaries. Maintaining a clean receiving channel. Say no to misaligned money. Even if appealing, if an opportunity conflicts with your values, gently decline. You affirm that you are not someone driven by scarcity, but by alignment. Information hygiene. Limit anxiety-inducing news. Instead, spend time with a 5-minute Shinn reflection, a page of uplifting reading, or a tech-free walk. Each day you build a resilient, receiving channel through action, mindset, and speech. Every act of gratitude removes another pebble blocking your river. Let's share and inspire. Would you please leave a comment with, when you'll practice the 2-minute ritual morning or evening, what is your 10% for this week money, ideas, or action? Which of the 4 M's do you find your greatest strength, and which one needs more attention? Your words could light the way for someone else learning to open their flow. You've walked this entire journey with me, from the tender beginnings of a single thought to the gentle actions that plant the seeds of faith. And now I want you to know you are ready. There's no need to wait for another sign. Everything you need is already within you, waiting for you to begin. Within the next 24 hours, start your day tomorrow by whispering 3 personal affirmations, simple but soaked in belief. At noon, offer value, whether it's a thank you, a compliment, or a small act of kindness. And before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. These aren't just 3 tasks. They are how you tell the universe, I am ready to live a life of alignment under grace and in perfect ways. Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, your word is your wand. And you don't need anyone to hand you that wand. It's already in your hand every time you choose what to speak, to write, and to whisper into your own heart. I know this journey hasn't been about learning something new. It's about remembering what you've always known, but sometimes forgot. And today, you didn't just remember, you reactivated that quiet, truthful energy within you. If you feel a small spark glowing inside you right now, I invite you to do 3 simple things. Subscribe to this channel so future videos can gently remind you when you need to return. Comment below with 1 affirmation you're choosing for the next 24 hours, one that's truly yours. Share this video with a friend as a wordless gift. Because the words you speak today might be the very key that unlocks the door for someone standing at a crossroads. You can save this video and return to it anytime you feel off track. And always remember, each time you return to the phrase, I live under grace, and in perfect ways you're recalibrating your frequency and everything begins to shift gently. Thank you for showing up, for opening your heart, and for letting your words become light. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll go deeper into intuitive channels and learn to hear what your soul is whispering.